Hey, it's Cassidy, fresh from watching the Grammys, where the Arcade Fire's The Suburbs just beat out Lady Gaga's Fame Monster. It's about time someone beat that woman out. I'll tell you what, I'm gonna start parading around in a meat suit and making up a bunch of songs that don't make sense and see if I get paid millions of dollars. Anyway, yeah, besides the point. I'm Cassidy, 18. I review books, and today I'm reviewing Matched by Condie. Mostly these little videos are unscripted. However, sometimes if I look away, it's because I'm reading the summary out of the corner of my eye because I've been told I'm not very good at summarizing books. But I'm very good at reviewing them. Or at least I think so, talent. Anyway, so Matched by Condie. I'll be kind of honest with you. I read this, and then the next day I read Delirium. I don't remember who wrote it. And Delirium and Matched are so similar that if I go off on a tangent and start talking about characters that you don't remember, I'm so sorry. So sorry. I've been getting them mixed up all day. So here's the summary, and it's also going to be below if you want to read along. Cassia, by the way, I hated that name. The entire book, it just doesn't roll off the tongue, even if you're saying it in your head. Cassia. Cassia. Sounds like a city. Sorry, that's my phone. I just said Cass. It was bugging me so badly that I just said Cass. Anyway, Cassia has always trusted the society, capital S, to make the right choices for her. What to read, what to watch, what to believe. This already seems like it's gonna be a really great book. So when Xander, capital X, not Z, Xander's face appears on screen at her matching ceremony, capital M, Cassia knows with complete certainty that he is her ideal mate. ... Until she sees Ky Markham's face flash for an instant before the screen fades to black. Side note, they all have really weird names. I guess in the future we're all gonna have really weird names. That's the direction we're going in. My name's Cassidy. I have a friend named Bobby. We're all going downhill. Anyways, the society tells her it's a glitch, a rare malfunction, and that she should focus on the happy life she's destined to have with Xander. But Cassia can't stop thinking about Ky, and as they slowly fall in love, Cassia begins to doubt the society's infallibility. I'm positive I said that wrong. I'm sure I look really stupid. And is faced with an impossible choice. Choose between Xander and Ky, between the life she's known and a path that no one else has dared to follow. Okay. So here's my problem with most of these books. I'll start with the cons and then I'll go to the pros, because there's plenty of pros and it was a great book. In general, 2 thumbs up. Great book. But there are always cons with me because I'm so picky. I've never read a book that doesn't have something that makes me want to punch somebody in the face. So, except for Deadline by Chris Crutcher. Great book. Anyways, here's my one problem with these books. Every book I've ever read where there's a society that's taken over the world in the future has this character that is blindly following and is okay with it. And I understand that. Even today, there are governments that are awful that people follow because they trust them. But I would have liked to know about the history of the society, how it came to be, a lot better. She gave us bits and pieces, but I would like to know if people rebelled at first, if people did crazy stuff, because I really doubt that the world was like, yeah, that's a great idea. Please make all our decisions for us. Please match us with people. That'd be so great. Especially when I find out that her grandpa is going to be pretty much killed when he turns 80. Apparently, all the old people, once you turn 80, you die. They give you a really nice feast, like, hey, here's everything you've ever wanted. If you want breakfast for dinner, you got it. If you want dessert for dinner, you got it. If you want fried goat, you got it. But you get to die. So pick really good food. Anyways, it's like, she explains it this way, and here's the funny thing. In her mindset, it's okay. She says that when they turn 80, in the society, the statistics of being 80 and still being able to be happy in life drastically drop. And so when you turn 80, they kill you, pretty much. And everyone's okay with this, even though she says some people go crazy and da-da-da, but What? What do you mean some people go crazy? I would figure everyone would go crazy. I would not want to die by the hand of some freaking society. Anyways, so I wanted to know a little more about the history. I wanted to know if there was any rebellions. Like, wouldn't there be? We live in a world that's so ruled by, like, the United States, I mean. So ruled by democracy. I really doubt that it just kind of, there was a clean slide into this kind of government. Anyways, my other problem was Ky and Cassia's relationship. It was like, if there was something going on, I missed it. Suddenly they were just together. She taught him how, he taught her how to write, because they don't write in the society. I mean, they type, but they don't write, especially not cursive. So he's teaching her how to write, and that's all romantic and stuff, but there's no dialogue that kind of, like, gives way to, well, no, I mean, hold on. I mean that there's no mindset or dialogue or anything that, like, hints that she likes him. It's suddenly just there. Oh, I might be in love with Ky. And it's like, ooh, whoa, where'd that come from? Like, you saw it coming, but you thought that she'd give you at least a hint. You know what I mean? And then there's Xander. Oh, Xander. Xander's like the Gale of this book, soon-to-be series. He's there, but he's not really there. And sure, people out there are probably Team Xander all the way, but let me tell you something to those people. Xander's not heavily involved in this book. He's there. He randomly pops up and, like, is important suddenly, just like Gale in Hunger Games. But then he's just gone for a long chunk of time. And I guess you can compare Ky to PETA. He's just gonna be more important. Sorry, Xander. Cool name with an X. Really proud of that. But I don't see them having a future, even at the end when she's like, I would have chosen you. Not. Anyway. So that was the only con. I wanted to know a little more about the past. She didn't explain things very well. Like, the sorting thing confused me. If anyone wants to explain that to me in better detail, please comment below. Explain it to me like you would be explaining something to a 5-year-old, because I reread that part about 100 times and I didn't understand what her job was. Anyways, did anyone else get confused about the capsules? The green one, the red one, the blue one. You're allowed to get one when you're 12, and then one when you're 16, and then one was the last one, 18? Am I right about that? I didn't understand why you had to keep the green capsule if you can only take it when you're 12. Or did I read that wrong? See what I mean? I read this whole book, I didn't skip, I didn't skim, and I still am like, wait, so the capsule, what? And the red one erases their memories, but why did they say you have to wait till you're 18? It doesn't make any sense to me. Oh, I'm sorry, I think it's 21. Anyway, the pros. This was a great story. I'm personally getting a little sick of the end of the world and now everybody's back in this perfect society stories. But, you know, because people don't really know how to write them. I've read The Hunger Games, which I liked. I read Delirium by Lauren Oliver, which I really liked, and I've read this book. Everything else kind of just seems the same. What made this book so different was, like, while there was people who are just blindly following, underneath it all, they knew. They knew it was wrong. They knew they couldn't fight it. Kind of like Hunger Games. I don't know why I keep comparing this to Hunger Games. It's nothing like Hunger Games. Anyways, I'm just saying, I liked that. I liked how they didn't blindly fall. They knew. They knew something was wrong with everything, but they were too afraid to fight. It wasn't like, no, you don't understand. This is the good. This is good. The society's good. Let's follow the society. Anyways, I liked that, and I liked the relationship. I think I already said that, between Ky and Cassia. It was simple, it was sweet, kind of random, but it was easy to follow. It wasn't overly complicated. I didn't think, okay, stop kissing so I can read what happens next. They don't even kiss that much. It's just simple and romantic, and there's tragedy without it being, like, dumb, and I really liked it, and I'm very excited for the next book. Okay, so we're dwindling down to 10 minutes, really quick. I know I give really quick reviews, sorry about that. I mostly just babble, that's just how I am. Oh, secondly, Angel, a Maximum Ride novel, comes out tomorrow, and I accidentally left my Kindle at home. I went and visited my home in California, a couple days, for a few days, and I left my Kindle. So I'm gonna have to go and buy Angel and hope that Barnes & Noble has it the first day, because I'm so excited to figure out what happens. If you want to see my 23 First Chapters review, subscribe, comment,